Hey up everyone, it's the Oceanopolis. Welcome back to Seaopolis 2, where I always thought I was going mad a little bit. Because every now and again there'll be a missing block in my roofs. And there are a couple of missing blocks there. Shouldn't be Enderman. I mean, it could well be Enderman, because... But it shouldn't be, because nothing can spawn here. Except maybe over there. But, yeah, I logged onto this. Which definitely wasn't here before. So I think there's been lightning storms that's just been frying my base. So I need to swap out all this wood for stone. Ah, joy. That is an off-camera job. I'm not going to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is pick up where we left off. Let's see if we can get some refined storage done. So, before I do anything though, a little bit of roundup for next week. There will be a charity stream on the 25th of March at twitch.tv/YorkshirePanda. 2 PM GMT till about 10. It's all in aid of Mind UK, the mental health charity. So we are going to be playing a game centered around mental health. We'll be playing last day of June. We're going to do some Power Wash Simulator where we'll listen to some music and just reset, chill out, talk. And we are going to be playing a retro style game, or a retro game. The game of which I haven't decided what to play, so I'm leaving the choice in your hands. So if you tune into the stream on Saturday, the 25th, you'll be able to vote in the poll as to what game we play to close out the stream. So, make sure you come and join in. Even if you don't donate to the charity, just join in, chat, have a laugh, chill out, share some, like-minded stories. So, bring a little happiness and fun to the day. I would appreciate it. You can also head over to the Discord, Twitch, link in the description, where I'll be putting more information up there as well as a link to the retro games to decide from. Maybe even take on a couple of suggestions, so be sure to tune in. Right, now back to this thing. So, we've had these running for a while. Lots of Infernium. They've all got storage upgrades as well. So we've got quite a lot of essence. I know I need a lot of this stuff. Which 3 across gives me more silicon. So let's get 3 less of that. Redstone there. We've got obsidian, prismarine, silver tin, bronze, brass, lead, skystone, which is another one that we're going to need. So how many do we need for that? There we go, that'll do for now. And then we've got all the Infernium. So I haven't merged these. Excuse me, I haven't merged these yet. But I will do that off camera. I'll try and get to some, probably get another set of drawers set up here with the different measurements on. I don't know. I know once we get the storage system going up, I can auto craft it. As soon as we get to the master infusion crystal, I can auto craft it. But for now, we want to get down this path. We definitely want to get down this path. Because once we've got the refined storage, things are going to be a lot easier for us. So, first thing first, we're going to need processor blending, which is going to need prismarine, which I've got. So, I need... Yeah, that should be fine. Right, let's get to a crafter. Where are we? There we are. So that gives me shards. That gives me crystals. That gives me skystone. That gives me silicon. I definitely think we've got enough to get started there. So, processor bindings. get a bunch of these. Now these are what we need to make the processors, which we need to do in an induction smelter with gold, redstone, well, some redstone first. Let's get that. And we need to get redstone. There we go. I'll tell you what I will do, I'll get a chest. Nope. In there I've got another iron chest. And right, so get them back out. Oh, name it. Oh wait, thank you. Stacks of redstone, so we need a stack of redstone, a stack of process binding. Then we need gold, iron, and diamonds. As for the iron, we can make some. Yeah, that should be enough. The gold, well, diamond's going to be easy enough. As for the gold, get that cooked up, and iron. Right, and the induction smelter. So, binding, redstone, and diamonds gets me the diamond processing units. Then we've got gold and iron. We have got these neural ones into the neural processor. These go into, yeah, the other crafters, which will come to those a little bit later. What happens is we get these processors, which we can then smelt with redstone and silicon in an induction smelter to create the processor units. That goes for all the processor units. So really, what I need to do about now is probably get some integral components. That's the one. Invar, gold gear, redstone. Invar, I think I had a gold gear. Maybe not. We've got some extra gold there though, good. Right. Right, integral components. If I wanted to make that one, I would need some electrum and signalum, which, yeah, we're not going to do that shit. So you and a bit of glass and a bit of redstone. There we go. That speeds this up a little bit. And of course we'll speed it up a lot more. We do that. Which is just pulling everything out of there. Right. So that is these, and just to show these in completion, silicon, redstone and processor units will give me demo processors. Well, advanced processors is what they're called here. But effectively, these are what we need to make things like the controller, disk drives, crafting grids, all of which we need machine case for, which we need quartz-rich iron, so we're going to need to get some more stuff. Right, I'm going to be back in a mo, because obviously same recipe goes to create these, just with gold instead of diamonds, and these, just iron instead of diamonds, and then same again and same again. So I shall be backing them up once we've got all those made. Right, and there we have all of our press units. So let me just quickly do that. So that'll give me a couple more. Oh, right, so now we need this, which we make with quartz-enriched iron, machine cases in the process. Quartz-enriched iron is iron and quartz in a induction smelter, and then once we've got it, we can start making the seeds with tertium. So nice, that'll get ready for that. I don't need any more iron, but I can do with some more quartz. So over here. I mean, this could also be used to make like diorite, andesite, granite. We just want that. So that's all of that. Where's that rest of that iron? There it is. So induction smelter, iron and quartz. Quartz-rich iron. You get 4 per 3 iron and 1 nether quartz. So for now, we'll just use that. And then with this, we can make the basis of all our machines, the machine casing, which requires a machine frame. Oh boy, which requires all the electrons. Hey boy, and I need 2 of these. Oh, I'll get 1 gifted as a thing. But I'm going to need 3. So I need 2 of these. So that's 4, 8, 16 electrum. Go figure. Right. Oh, I've got more anyway. That's okay then. And then get rid of that. Just need 8. Throw that in there. Throw that back in there. Oh, we also need cables. What about these as well? Glass. Quartz-enriched iron. Right. Where's that glass? There's the glass. There is the redstone. So and there we got the cables. Oh, 8. There we go. So that I need 2 of those, so I can make 2 of those. We're given another one as a reward. And then I need 3 things. I need a controller. I need a disk drive. And I need a grid. So the controller, which I've for some reason taken off. There we go. The controller. I need streamer silicon. Hey, so I prepared earlier. Controller. I need a disk drive, which needs a chest. Any chest will do, but I'm not wasting like an iron chest on it out. There's the... Oh. Disk drive. That is there. And a grid, which needs two things, construction and destruction cores. Okay, so that needs an iron, basic iron. That needs basic iron. So I need two basic iron. That's quite serious, isn't it? I'll do the 32. Right, so 32 of you, 32 of you, 32 of you. Boop, boop. And then I need some glowstone. Preferably 16 glowstone. It's going to be something that's... I have not made a seed for glowstone, have I? No, I have not. Well, bugger. I need 5 more. Sure, I've got 5 more. Yeah. Oh, yes. 16. Right. There's my 16, and then I need 32. Right. So you, and 16 redstone, and 16 glowstone. Construction and destruction processes. So these destruction processes can be used to make a destructor, which will destroy an item in place and put it into the inventory. So, for example, put that next to a if you had a cobble farm where the lava and the water would meet and form cobble, put that next to it, it will automatically break the cobble and add it to your refined system. We've got network transmitters, which we use for wireless networks, which we're going to need soon enough. Import bus, put that into an inventory and it will import from the inventory into the storage system. Molecular assemblers, which is what we need to create autocraft recipes for AE2. That's AE2 as well. External storage is what we'd attach to if we want to use chests from the refined storage rather than disk drives. I'm going to highlight that now because that's going to come in handy soon. And that is what we need for crafting with refined. And then we've got the cooking station as well, which is quite funky. I'm going to look forward to having a look at that. Let me get some more chests. Right. So we were making a grid, just like that. The grid with a crafting table. Just looking if we've got any wood. Right. Grid with a crafting table turns it into a crafting grid. I'm doing straight to that because that is going to be immensely useful. So, I'm also going to need one of you. One of you. That is just red dye in it. Yeah. I got some wool there. I did have a lot of flowers, didn't I? I don't think I'd use them all, but I must have done. Oh, there they are. Go on, Bennett. Right. Right. 3 red die. So, controller. Right. I'm going to put it here to play with, to start with. This is not where it's going to end up, but this will give you an idea how it works. So, we want all these 3 like this. On here, this requires power. So, we're going to put a dynamo on it. Pipe wrench. There it is. Question hammer. There is the pressure dynamo. We're going to take our ender tank, make it red, red, and red. Flip that over so that fills into here. This is producing power. That power powers the controller. We have a storage system with no storage. Now, the way this would normally work is you would use disk drives, which requires a storage part. So let me grab some more of this. This, right. So, you create a 1K storage part like that, which is a quest here, which gives us 1 more. That 1K storage part, if I was to turn into a disk, would store 1,000 items. Well, 1,024. But, if I was to get some more of these, so if I was to get some more glass, here. It's at this point I find I'm out of regular glass. I'm just full of stuff like redstone glass and ethereal. Shoot. Yeah, need more glass. Right, back in a mo. Right. And we have plenty of glass. Right, so take these back to my crafter. We were making disk drives, weren't we? So let's make a few more of these. How much can we make? That would make us... Right. Here's the thing, before I start making all these. 3 of these make 4K. 3 4Ks make 16. 3 16 make 64. 3 64s make a 256. 1024. 40 96. 1630. 16380. So, time to get your old calculator out. So for one of those we need 3 of those, which is 3 of those, which is 3 of those, which is 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those, 3 of those. 2,187 of these. That's 1, 2, 3. Right. I'm at quartz and rich time. Of course I am. That's the thing I'm falling down on. There it is. So with these disk drives, you generally just want to go as big as you can. Bigger the better. Right, I'll do. So that's 9 of those, which is 3 of those, which is 64k part. And then what we do is we take that 64k part and we put it into a storage disk, or we can create the storage disks themselves. It's the same recipe just without that, so you might as well just go straight into that. We've done this. Now with this disk, you can't take the storage part out of it. So once you made it to a disk, it's set. What we can then do is throw that disk into the disk drive. We've got 64,000 items we can store in here. So I can go into here and just throw in all of these. Well, not the books, because that goes in here. And we have got 692 items in here. But because this is a crafting grid, I could craft straight out of this inventory. Now, the one thing that's going to make this a lot more useful as well is this little thing, the external storage. So let's craft one of those. Get these cables. Now these work with chests. So like for example this chest here, if I was to put you there and connect the cable up to the controller, now all of this inventory will appear in here, and it doesn't take anything out of my storage drive. However, external storages also work on storage drawers. So if I was to, for example, do this, hook storage, install storage onto there, and hook it up to this. Now, I don't need to hook it directly to the controller, because the controller is connected to the external storage. Anything touching the controller acts as a kind of part of it, as though it's a multi-block. So as long as you're touching something that's touching the controller, it'll connect. But now that we've connected to that drawer, all of the mystical agriculture stuff has popped up on here. Which also means if I wanted, say, more iron, I could craft straight out of the mystical agriculture store. So if I wanted to, say, get this and this, and go that, put the crystal in the middle, use it till it's all been up, put that stuff in, use it till it's all been up, and we've got some more tertium, which means we can make some more. Oh, that's how I make the colour. Okay, yeah, that's something that's coming much later. But we can make glowstone seeds. Now we can make tin. We've already got redstone. We've already got iron. We've already got prismarine. I think we've already got silver as well. Graphite, bronze. What we can't make yet is gold, because we need the next tier up, which is Imperium. Which gets us rubies, apatite, sapphires, aren't there? Fluorite, tungsten, but I don't think we're using tungsten in this pack. But there, osmium, which we'll need for mechanism, lumium, lapis, electrum, uranium, reinforced refined glowstone, end agglomeratio, so we can make NC, so we can make end blocks. There's gold there, there's flux crystals for applied logistics, nickel, invar, steel, refined obsidian, constantan, signalum. So it's with this that we can start making things like the rest of the integral components. The other thing we can do, and this is the last thing I'm going to show you with this, is crafters. So if I was to make a crafter, I need a machine case, which needs a machine frame, which needs electrum. Of course it does. But I think I've got silver in here, ain't I? Sky, lead, brass, bronze, tin, silver. 4 silver. So this part I realised, why did I go down there to get it? Because I could just do it from here, can't I? And there's some more gold in one of these. There it is. Let's just get these made. Right, so it's the frame, wrap it in quartz-rich iron, and let's create a crafter. Now, crafters, we can do 2 things with them. If I was to put one up here, hook this up, this is now a crafter on its own. We do need another grid, but this one's called the pattern grid. So there's a blank pattern and a normal grid, which needs another one of these, so I need some more electrum. There we go. Right, might as well make a few of these because I'm going to need a lot of crafters for them done, so. I'm going to need a lot of these machines remaking as well soon. Machine casings, wrap them all in quartz-rich iron. We make a normal grid. We make a pattern, although we're going to need a few of these, so let's get 26. Pattern grid. Connect this up to this. We've got a pattern grid. Now what this does, if I wanted to say I wanted to automate making these, I could put that recipe into there, assign it to a pattern. Prismarine shards are made like that, and prismarine crystals are made like that. I put these into the pattern. No, into there. Yeah, into the pattern thing, which is also pointed the wrong way. I need the refined storage wrench. Applied. That's the one. There we go. It rotates now. So now that crafter is labelled a crafter. In here, it now shows up here as craft. So if I wanted some more of these process bindings, say I wanted 10, it will automatically craft the prismarine shards so that it can craft the processor binding. Now, if I want to get rid of these recipes, I would put them in my hotbar and just shift click. Now, here's where things get funky. If I was to take, say, the induction smelter. And put that here. The crafter now says induction smelter. So I could say I wanted the pattern for that. I will copy that into here. It will go as a processing recipe. Put that there. I can go to the crafter. It goes in there. Now we'll go to here. Let's see, craft these. So if I say I wanted one, I'm missing a diamond. There we go. So I want one of these. Start. Oh, make sure that's set to input on the bottom. In, out. Doesn't work. So that's going to be in. If I wanted this to go now back into my inventory, I would output on the side. I would get a importer. Slap that on the side. Connect that up. Get pulled out. We've successfully crafted a raw advanced processing unit. That means I can make a line of machines, one for plates, one for gears, induction smelters. I don't need sequential fabricators anymore, but I could have a set of machines now all making any of these processes that I need. I just need to make a load of crafters for them as well. So between that and Mystical Agriculture, we are pretty much set now. Only thing we really need to really work on, an extra 1k disc, I'll throw that in there, is once we've got these, we can level up the crafters with these, and what that does is a normal crafter will have those two, that line. An iron crafter will have 2 lines of inventory for crafting. A gold one, which is why we need the neural processors, has 3, 4, 5. So for the basic recipes that are crafted inside a crafting grid, make a big crafter, fill it up, jobs are good on. For these little ones, we do this for now. But yeah, only thing left to do really is make some dimensional shards, which is made as an infusion craft, so that we can start making flux power. We can get to the ender transformation powder, which with our ender organic matter will give us lead, platinum, uranium, chorus fruit and sugar shells. But we can also start looking at dungeon delving as well. And we want to get this completed because I want that stonework factory, as well as the dragon egg and the nether star seeds. So yeah, we'll work on this. But yeah, and then we can go into Mechanism and Awakened Essence, so we can make our final powder that leads into the creative. So how far into creative we get depends purely on how much of a grind it is. But yeah, so hope you loved that little crash tour of refined storage. Bit of a long episode, so I do apologise. But as always, if you like the episode, hit the like button. If you like to hit subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell to let you know when new episodes come around. Don't forget the charity stream on the 25th of March. Come and say hi, come and join in. Share, let people know it's happening. Greatly appreciated. But also to say, you guys have a good one, take it steady. Catch you in the next one. Bye bye.